Stop everything. Do not scroll. If you thought you had seen the peak of WWE drama, you haven't seen anything yet. The most iconic power couple in wrestling history has just been dethroned in the most shocking way imaginable. Subscribe right now and hit that bell, because you will not believe how it happened. For years, Seth freaking Rollins and Becky Lynch have reigned as WWE's undisputed power couple. They've held championships, main event WrestleMania, and represented the company as its golden standard. Their reign seemed unshakable, their status untouchable. The problem with being on top, however, is that everyone is gunning for you. The challenge wasn't just about losing a title, it was about a couple who understood their aura, their psychology, and exactly how to dismantle them from their throne both in and out of the ring. The climax was a masterpiece of storytelling. It wasn't in a standard match. It was during a deeply personal, emotional segment where Rollins and Lynch were celebrating their legacy. The lights cut out. When they came back on, CM Punk was seated cross-legged in the middle of the ring, a microphone in his hand and a cynical smirk on his face. Before a word was spoken, AJ Lee's music hit, and she emerged, not as the bubbly Punk of the past, but as a calculated and sharp-eyed strategist. Punk began to dissect their entire reign, calling it a carefully constructed corporate narrative. Lee, in a devastatingly calm tone, then exposed what she called their hypocrisy, comparing their privileged rise to her and Punk's constant battles against the system. The verbal assault was so precise and brutal that Rollins and Lynch were left speechless and emotionally unraveled in their own ring. They weren't beaten physically, they were dismantled mentally and exposed in front of the entire world. This development is a nuclear-level shift. Punk and Lee didn't need to win a match to dethrone them, they won the war of perception. By attacking the foundation of their legacy, their authenticity, they effectively collapsed Seth and Becky's empire from within. This instantly establishes Punk and Lee as the most intelligent and dangerous forces in WWE, a duo that fights with words and psychology as effectively as with fists. It creates a new, must-see era of personal warfare where the biggest asset, your reputation, is on the line. CM Punk and AJ Lee have executed a perfect psychological takeover, dethroning Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch not with finishers, but with facts, forever changing the game in WWE. Who wins the eventual physical confrontation? Can Seth and Becky recover from this unprecedented attack? Sound off in the comments with your predictions, smash the like button if you're hooked on this new feud, and subscribe for every update as this personal war escalates. The revolution is being televised.